Why can't I do a simple intro?
Don't know.
Fuck it. Hello. Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Hello. Well, welcome to What's the Buttons. My name's Reese.
And I'm Steph. I wasn't supposed to be here, but here I am.
Here she is again. You've probably done more episodes than Ash now. No, not like
God,
that.
no.
Not as in like here she is again.
And there was the again was a little bit loaded for my liking.
I'm thrown off. I got stage fright on it. Episode 35, and I've got stage fright.
Yeah, what time? Is it?
If this is your first episode with What's the Buttons podcast, we are a podcast about gaming and shit talking, pretty much. That's it. Thanks to the Patreons for giving us money. We appreciate it and support. we don't just love you for your money. No, it's really cool. Had a couple of new people like join the community, which is quite nice. So keep listening. We'll keep blessing your eardrums. And we'll keep bringing you some decent content, hopefully.
Yep.
And that was the intro.
Beautifully done. Yep. Didn't falter once.
No, that was perfect.
Professional.
Proper perfect.
Yeah.
So, our last episode about Hogwarts Legacy. Every episode we've done about Hogwarts Legacy so far. Fuck me, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely ridiculous. Every fuck me.
Hogwarts Leggies.
What is it? What I was going to say is every episode that we've done about Hogwarts Legacy has got like double the listenership that any other episode has.
Nice.
So it's obviously firmly what is going on? Fuck me. Firmly in the spotlight. So I feel like we might as well talk about it again.
Yeah.
Because we've got even more to talk about.
That we do.
We do.
Was I here last week?
I don't know. I was thinking about this today. It all wrapped into
was it
one.
The week before? No, I think I was, because isn't when we were fucking freezing to death.
What, last week?
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think it was actually.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, yeah, baby.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, great.
It was us. Yeah, we did Hogwarts Legacy and Tears of the Kingdom. Oh,
Yeah,
of course, there's
Zelda.
a new trailer, so there was.
Nice one.
So there.
So we've sunk in some more hours when it comes to Hogwarts Legacy, and I've stunk up. I swear. I swear. What the fuck's happening to me? What is happening?
Sorry.
It's because we're recording. Fucking my brain's thrown off.
So you've stunk.
I've stunk.
And you have.
And I
liked it.
I come home today and I was wearing an old T-shirt, and everyone's got that T-shirt where you just don't throw it away and you wear it.
I don't think they do, but yeah.
You wear it. Well,
no, you do. Yeah, so yeah.
You have that
I'll
type
give
of. You have that T-shirt where it's so old that it smells absolutely fine until you start sweating in it, and then it really smells of sweat.
Activates the history.
Yeah, and
armpits.
I decided for whatever reason to wear said T-shirt today to work, and today I had to do a shitload of walking around with my jacket on and my high-vis and all that shite. So I was extra hot. So I was smelly and sweaty, and I come home and I said to Steph, "Don't come near me. I'm smelly and I'm sweaty." And she was like, "I can't smell you. I can't smell anything." I went, "You're talking out your ass because I can fucking smell it." And then she smelled my armpit. She was like, "No, it's fine."
Oh, it's not all right.
So I smelled hers as well, and I went, "Oh yeah, it's fine."
Yeah.
So it must be a thing. I think it is a scientific thing.
Pheromones.
Yeah, you just learn to like their smell.
I mean, like once I got like really in there, I could smell it, but it didn't smell like
really in
terrible.
there. Once
like
the nose was straight in the armpit.
It was weird. I was like, it smells weird, but like it smells good.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, gross.
This is what you tune in to listen to.
Essentially like couples therapy.
So, yeah, and there's been more hours sunk into the Steam Deck. So later on, I'll throw not a massively in-depth review, but I feel like I've got my hands on it enough to talk a hell of a lot more than what we did when I first got it. So that'll be exciting. But going back to Hogwarts Legacy, I think hours-wise, I know that a lot of people have sunk in way more hours than we have, especially like Mark's put in a shit ton of hours, and there's people who have already platinumed it and that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, there's a person who platinumed it in 60 hours. which is quite impressive.
Yeah, you must have just rinsed it though.
It's just long. There was also someone complaining that the story was too short. Oh, sorry, that the game was too short itself, but they just beelined the main story, and it was like, what do you fucking expect? It's an open world, you silly prick.
And I think that kind of showed when you were at sort of like the 18-hour mark, and I was at maybe the 14-hour mark, but we were at very similar places in the story. And it's not like I was going through it, but I think those quests seemed quite cool, so I was kind of leaning to that first, and I have sort of been aware of that now and put the main story sort of on hold and cleared my list a little bit down.
Yeah, I was getting sidetracked way more than... Because there's just so many quests.
I know.
There's so many.
This is what someone said. They were like... I liked how she said it. She just said, it's as linear as you want it to be.
Yeah, definitely.
And that, I think, is so true, because I know what we were saying the other day, how at points I found it quite overwhelming when you get... And I don't mean overwhelming in the sense of like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. But I like that, like, oh... Like, I'm not like crumbling in the chair, but it was quite when you'd get
the outpost
like
comes
3
in.
or 4 at a time, and it's like, hello, meet me here. Oh, actually, I need to speak to you about this. Come and find me over here. You're like, whoa.
And then, well, where do you want me, motherfuckers?
Yeah, and then you kind of, it's like a kid in a toy shop, but you're looking and you're like, oh, so I can learn Flipendo, I can learn Descendo, or I can go and do this, and I can fly faster on my broom. All this, and you're like, what I've found, and I think you did kind of find it too, is I'm then like skipping the dialogue because I'm excited to do this, but I'm also excited to do the thing after.
Yeah.
And like I really wanted the room requirement. In the room requirement, I wanted the animals. So the second, and obviously where I'd seen you get them, I knew that it would be speaking to Dig, and it was like, I'm going to Dig right now. So I have found it. I don't want to say like it's a negative, because ultimately I think I'd rather be spoilt for choice than scratching about going, oh, when am I going to get this, when am I going to do that? And I think the other thing that it does is it makes you think that you're further in than you are.
Yeah, way further.
Yeah, and I think that becomes apparent when you do look at...
I feel like we haven't scratched the surface of it.
No. Like I ended up somewhere completely new the other day when Oh, wait, sorry to just bogart this conversation for a second. I found another glitch, didn't I?
Steph keeps finding all... when I play it, it's absolutely fine. I have no issues whatsoever. Steph plays it and there's glitches all over the gaff. Yeah,
and I was just like milling about, and I'd gone to... I couldn't tell you where, somewhere quite on the edge of the map, actually. And anyway, I don't know what it was I did. I just turned around and it was suddenly first person, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is what it looked like. And I was like, I didn't think this had first person.
Yeah, then you spun round
Turns
on the
out
broom.
I was inside my own skirt.
Yeah.
I was like inside my body about waist height.
And she turned round and then there it was, big wooden penis.
The broom was coming out of the middle and I was looking straight at it. And then I tried to land. When I landed, still completely inside myself. And then... I think I was so far, which I will give them, as annoying as it was, because where I was there was no like flu flame, which is, if you don't know, it's their version of fast travelling, and obviously you unlock the locations. Yeah, and it's called flu flames, based on flu powder from Harry Potter. And yeah, I wasn't anywhere near a flu flame, and I was quite enjoying just kind of exploring where I was, because they've got lots of little mini things and stuff. And yeah, so that the only bit that was truly frustrating is that it was like I was coming to the end of playing, I was about to come off, and there was no way I was going to go back there just to pretty much end the game.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, what I was getting to is, so far, any bug I've encountered, apart from that controller vibration thing, you travel somewhere else and you're fine.
Oh, it sorts it out, yeah.
And you're fine, so I will give them that.
They did do a hot fix of various things like that. Just little fixes and tweaks and stuff like that. So maybe half of them have been sorted, because they had their first update.
Oh, did they?
Yesterday, day before, they had their first update.
Okay.
I think it was only a small one.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But an update nevertheless.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's fine. I think. Well, it's like we thought we had one yesterday, didn't we? With the. You thought it was it's just an invisible person with a blade. I can't do it.
Yeah,
and it was
fucking mirrors and shit. There's just a massive sword floating around. I was like, what the fuck?
Battering you.
Trying to crucio it and all that shit. And I was like, what? I can't hit this motherfucker. And then I quickly clocked on that if you look through a certain archway, it becomes visible. So I was like, yeah, fair play.
Very clever.
Yeah, because that really did make it seem like a glitch, and I'm sure that there'll be many other people that will also be thinking the exact same thing, going, what the fuck's wrong with this? It's broken.
Especially if you've had an experience like I have, whereby I'm kind of expecting... like, I was quite shocked, having been a Dreamlight Valley player, where I'm... and ultimately, just to defend Dreamlight Valley for a moment, it is in early access. The whole point of what they've done is to allow, essentially, people to pay to beta test, kind of. And it has been, for the most part, great. And they are, hand it to them, the list that they put out the other day of quality of life improvements and all the different things is cracking.
Anything about the crashing?
It did immediately crash pretty much when I started playing it, even the updated one.
But the fucking main
that being said, it technically isn't out yet. So we have to give them that. But nevertheless, it has set me up for a game. I just expect every game to fucking crash now, or have bugs or whatever.
Yeah, but is that not the whole point of it, though?
It did what?
What? You're telling me they can't just fix the crashing issues at all?
Yes, but it's the Switch has had the most problems.
That must be be investigated.
Charlotte has a Switch Lite, hasn't crashed once. There are people who completely deleted the game, re-downloaded it, can't remember on which platforms, and it was then fine. And that could be the case. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily trust the cloud save enough to delete, because if I delete it and everything gets deleted, like the actual my progress is deleted, the cloud save doesn't work for whatever reason, categorically will never pick it up again. Too far. I'm one of them people. If I lose that now...
but what if it comes out and it's like, actually, in order for you to fix this, you will have to uninstall it?
Well, no, as fine as they can, like, if they have a cloud save feature that will keep my progress there, but if for whatever reason that like were to malfunction, and they like, really sorry, but it's gone, no.
Yeah, but isn't it account bound? Don't you have to log into an account to play it? Or just open up the game and it just opens up straight away?
Yeah, I was already logged in. It logs you in. It's just an email address, I think.
All right, so yeah, you'd be absolutely fine. So
yeah,
your account, but your account isn't connected to Switch, to Nintendo.
Oh,
it's their own server.
No, but what I'm talking about is the data that's on. Right, so like, say, take Animal Crossing for example, that has cloud save as well, but people have lost their whole saves.
How?
It's saved. So we're really diverting from the theme here, but never mind. Basically, how they do it. So I have, like, the Nintendo Switch Online. This I think I'm right here. The Nintendo Switch Online has a cloud saving feature, but Animal Crossing, when you click on what's in my cloud, Animal Crossing isn't there, right?
Right.
And that's because I believe Animal Crossing itself has its own cloud save.
Yeah.
That isn't within the usual thing. And something there, I don't know why or what or when people are having this trouble, but I'm on a couple of the like Animal Crossing groups on Facebook and Discord and stuff. And yeah, sometimes people, it's difficult obviously because you don't know the situation of why they lost it, but people all the time, oh my god, I lost my Switch, I lost my island. Like, it happens all the time.
It's so odd because if it's on
it just gives you the fear.
If it's on a separate launcher, I just find that odd.
But okay, but could you imagine though, what I don't know, so you can only have, whereas like how we're playing Legacy, if you wanted to play Breath of the Wild, you click your person on my Switch, like on the Switch.
Yeah.
You would click you would load up Breath of the Wild, you would play your own game.
Yep.
And what they've done with Animal Crossing is, no, you have one island per Switch, regardless of who's logged in. If you were to start up Animal Crossing, you would make a character. It's the same. It's always been the same. So same as the chip and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The DS game cartridge, whatever.
Yeah.
There's only ever one town because I believe, if I'm right, as far as the DS went, it was all stored on the cartridge, i.e. you take it out. Oh, am I right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure. So it was all stored on the cartridge. So if I playing on my DS, I eject the game. Oh, I forgot the bag. Oh, Mum asked me to get the bag and I forgot it. I've just seen her come out.
Is she getting it now?
She is getting the bag. I'm so...
Oh, she's going to scream at you, isn't she?
Oh,
she's going to text her.
So
Scared.
sorry.
You're worried. What
Frightened
bag?
of
What's
Mummy.
in the bag?
It was just a clear plastic bag, but she asked me to get it.
Oh
hang on.
dear.
One moment. So sorry.
She's
I
got a
forgot.
text there.
Sorry, everybody. Forgot to bag the bag.
I forgot to bag the bag with the bag. Oh shit! There's an IKEA bag hanging off the fence as well.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's the one she told me. Oh God, I'm terrible. Anyway, so
Oh dear.
So I take out the game and I can put it in your DS and play that game,
Yeah.
that town.
Yep.
Now I'm pretty sure that with New Horizons, it's stored on the Switch, and I want to say that if I eject that game and put it in your Switch, it would be a game for you. I think.
Yeah.
And that. So if you think of it in that way, I don't think it can cope with creating like two worlds. Like. I don't know. Honestly, truly, why? 100% with 100% confidence, but I think that's why.
It's the same with quite a lot of games on PlayStation or something like that. If it hasn't got multiple different saves, then it is one console, one game.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
And you can play on it, but whoever opens the island they're called the
mayor.
No, it's something like the resident. Whatever you call
Resident pimp, motherfucker.
And you're the only one who can like edit
Animal Crossing
shit.
bitch. Top dog.
I can't even remember the point I was making, to be honest. Oh, about the crashes in Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah.
So Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
And yeah, that first bug when I went into the rock really shocked me because I don't know why I was just expecting this like super clean, bugless game. But now I excites me, like it makes me laugh.
Fuck it, it don't matter, does it really?
None of them have broken the game apart from that. As I say, the controller when it wouldn't stop vibrating. Other than that, nothing's stopped me.
Yeah, and it's
playing.
not shit that's repetitive and really annoying. It's just very simply, I'll just fast travel to the closest flue flame and then fly over back where I was in fucking 5 seconds. It's not an issue, and it doesn't occur enough for it to be an issue.
No.
Obviously, it is an issue because it will get fixed.
It doesn't happen to you, so...
No, it doesn't happen
I don't
to
actually
me.
think you have the right
It doesn't happen to me. But yeah, really, really fucking fun game. Ash is all hot under the collar now because we've got that bet on for it to be Game of the Year. And he's like, because he doesn't reckon it is and I reckon it will be. There's 50 quid on the line here.
I'm with Ash, I'll be honest.
I reckon I'm going to get it. This game is very, very good. It's very good. And it's a weird one really because I want to play it, but at the same time, I'm happy to not play it.
Okay.
Like today, you was out, so I had every opportunity to sit there and play it. Didn't touch it. Admittedly, I was fucking around with Audacity, but...
Well, yeah, but then that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you necessarily need to be like obsessed with a game to enjoy it. Sometimes I think that's quite nice. Like I feel like I can say, well, it's not like anything crazy, but I feel like when you were coming to the end of Ragnarok, I feel whether you, and you probably all go, no, I didn't, but deep down I think that I'm right, as I always do. No, I'm joking. It felt like to me you rushed the last frighten the dog.
What do you mean?
The last little bit of Ragnarok because it was a Thursday night and it was getting late, and you wanted to talk about it on the pod, and that you started playing it completely differently. And yes, you're enjoying it. You want to get to the end. You want to see what happens. I get, and I don't mean you rushed it like you didn't enjoy it or get the most out of it. But
about four quests, like side quests that I didn't return to, because I openly admit I can't be bothered. I'm not a returner to games.
No, and this is the thing. But had you, and I'm the same. I am the same. I finished that main story. Bye.
I'll tell you what it was. It wasn't the rushing to get it done. It was that area that I was in. I can't remember the dragon. Not fucking Dragon Isles. The place with the dragons. There was so many side quests and stuff to do there. And the way that I would work that game is every area I went into, I would do everything in that area.
Yeah.
And when I got into that dragon area, it was so fucking big and there was so much shit. And I just started just doing it. And I got towards the end of it and I was just burnt out with it. I was like, get me the fuck out of it. I was like, I'm done with this. Get me away from this. And then you're so close to the end the only other option you can go and do is go and, because I'd already done all the other side missions, is to carry on with that main story. And then it was at that point where I was like, I am right near the end. Fuck it, let's beeline the story. It was just I was just sick of that area. Lovely area, really well made. But when you spent like 4 hours there, like straight, it's like, oh, I'm fucking, leave me alone. Like I'm done with it. But yeah, I'm not a returner to games, especially if they're single player. I'm not interested in platinums. I'm not interested in the trophies. And if I've finished the main story and done a decent chunk of the side, because I'm not a beeliner, I won't just go straight for the story. I like to do the side missions, but I'm also content with not doing all of them.
Yeah,
because they're side missions. I don't need to do them all.
I think that sometimes, I don't know, like I find if there's absolutely no benefit, i.e. it's just they've put it in because they're like, right, we've got an open world, we need to have at least 2 things that you can collect. You know what I mean? Something like that. They're like, it's got to be, we'll hide it in the back rooms and on the roofs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, it's just, which one now? Assassin's Creed, brother? I think it's the feathers. You collect the feathers.
Oh, Assassin's Creed 2?
Must be.
Yeah, Mark's done that.
I quite liked it, and I think I don't know if I got them all, but that when I finished, I was like, I want to collect more feathers. Like I quite liked it. I was like, go look for some feathers. But most of the time, I think like Tomb Raider, they've done quite well because there's just enough where it doesn't like take the piss. Yeah. I'm not collecting 999, whatever it is. Yeah. It's literally maybe like 10, or like you collect salvage, and that helps you with upgrading your tools or something like that, your weapons. When it's got a benefit, I like it. You know what I mean? That, or even like the what?
When you went, it sounded like you were zipping up a bag. So carry on. It just tickled me.
And yeah, I kind of like the Daedalian keys in Hogwarts Legacy. We won't say what you get, but you get something cool.
I think I've already spoken about what you get, but
no, because you only found out, don't you?
No, I already knew what it was though.
Oh, I don't remember you saying it last week. I didn't know what you got until you got it, and then I went, I don't want to know. There's 16
of them for your house chest.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I just YouTubed the last 2 of them.
Of course you did.
Because I could not find them. Oh, fuck it.
But yeah, but like the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild, they do get, this is where it kind of mutes my last point, because you do get stuff for them. You trade them for storage? Oh, I don't know. You trade them for something. Can't remember what now. But there were something. But I think there's 900.
Yeah.
And girl, that's too far. And you have to do puzzles to get them,
so
mind you.
That's different though, because obviously that's like you just say, you get storage or that's more a currency. Whereas, say, like with...
But not 900 seeds.
No, I know, it's a shit ton, yeah, it's loads. It's just too many. But like with Hogwarts Legacy, you have the pages from the books that are floating around.
And then you get stuff for them, don't you?
There's fucking loads of them, but I'm almost certain that obviously you have those challenges, the rewards that you get from those challenges.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain you don't need to collect every single page to get all of them challenges. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but it restarts each time, doesn't it? So it's like 25 and then it goes back to 0.
That bar, there's only so many rewards. Like all of mine, I'm on the last ones. So
yeah, but you're also the last one for the pages in Hogwarts, isn't it? Like 50 pages. That probably is it.
Yeah, and then it bumped up. But
even more?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the rewards, there was always 5 rewards. There's no more after 5. So say you need 10 pages for one, then it goes up to 30, and then it goes to 50, and then it goes to 100.
So by the one you need 30, you'd have needed 40. Because it resets.
Yes, but what I'm saying is if there was 500 pages in the whole game, and you only need 300 to unlock all the rewards, to me, that seemed... Why are you shaking your head?
Because I don't think that's not the case. I think that as many pages as you can collect takes you to the end of the rewards.
I don't think that's the case.
But if there's 300 pages, right?
I'm going to Google it.
Okay, but I think, so say 200, I'm not very good at maths now, so 250 pages in total. You need 10 pages for the first one, then it goes back to 0, so that's 10 pages caught. Then you need 40 pages for the second one, so to get to the second one, you needed to have collected 50 pages. Then it goes to like 2 sets of 50. So now technically you're at 150 pages.
There's 150 in Hogwarts Castle. Field guide pages.
Yeah. And it was like 10, 25, 50,
Yeah.
75, which adds up to probably 150 by the end of the... Because it resets, doesn't it? When it says out of 100 pages, you've already collected however many.
I'm trying to find, because I just want to find the field guide pages, rewards.
Puppy. She's a puppy. Sorry, I got distracted by the dog.
Rewards. Here we go. I don't want to fucking know how to find them. I just want to know what I get for them, motherfuckers.
Oh no, don't.
Well, no, because it's on there. It's on the challenges. You can see what you get.
Oh, okay.
And it has decided to not tell me, and just goes to fucking. Why does it do this? What?
I don't know.
What was you saying?
That it will be as many as you collect will get you to the end of the challenge.
I'll have to speak to Mark about it because he's the one that's fucking doing it all.
Mm-hmm. Well,
There are a total of 13 field guide page challenges in the game, split into 3 separate sections. These sections are Hogsmeade, Hogwarts, and Highlands.
Mm-hmm.
Moving to Hogwarts portion. This is obviously going to be similar to blah blah, but all in case there are 5 task tiers here, making it an even more arduous endeavour. You'll be starting off easy with only 2 pages to collect, then quickly ramping up to 8, then 15, 25, and last but not least, 50.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
Yeah.
So both of them.
This is a pretty monumental task and will require you to search in every nook and cranny. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. So that means if there's 150 pages in Hogwarts, well, 50, 25, 15, 8 and 2 is not 150. So what I was saying is that it sounds like you don't need to collect them all to get all of the rewards.
Yeah.
So therefore, once you've got all the rewards, if you don't feel,
Can't be asked,
there's nothing forcing you to get them all
fair
unless it's attached to a trophy. Whereas if it's a currency, like with Zelda, and you need to get all of them, what are they called again? Korok seeds. Because there's a purpose for it, then that makes it more annoying because then it's like, well, I kind of need to do this.
But at the same time, I think it's exactly the same as what you've just said there. There's not 900 seeds worth of upgrades. And because it's so big, and I think that's probably what they've done, it means that you're not scratching about, revisiting all these different locations, trying to find that last single page in the game.
And these are cosmetic
because you've
as well.
got like 40 pages grace to find, which is a cool way to do it. And I think, but at the same time, you'll also have those people that won't feel that they've completed it until they do find every single page.
Yeah.
Luckily, neither of us are those people, so that's
and
okay.
after listening to this, all you motherfuckers can come and correct us on all of the wrong information that we've just spilled out, because I have no doubt that I've been completely wrong about these field pages.
Wow.
Mark can tell me. Little Mark Bannister, he can tell me about all of it.
He should come on Sunday and do like a special pod.
What? Why would we do that?
Because
that's not part of the schedule. No one wants to hear Mark and his boring voice.
He doesn't have a boring voice.
He does, and he knows it.
No, you both have voices together. The second you
What do
start
you mean?
talking, you start talking like that.
Yeah, big man.
Yeah. It would be a very interesting podcast to listen to because neither of you sound remotely like you normally sound.
We do.
You'd just be talking like that. However you do it.
That's not how we talk.
It is. Go on. You trust.
Big man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, but you talk like that the whole. You're
on.
playing Steep. You're like, oh no, I died. That kind of thing.
What's that?
You definitely do.
Yeah, and you turn into proper Essex when you're with someone like Lois. So
Don't say someone like Lois.
What
I don't.
do you mean?
No, I do.
Yes. You've been told this by other
no,
sources
only
as
by
well.
Roisin, but then Roisin doesn't.
Roisin is also posh as you like.
Well, exactly. Anyway, let's not learn enough about me.
It's
GDPR of all my friends
yeah,
here.
all the friends.
You're making me discoverable. All right.
Sorry, I apologise.
I'm in, a secret here. Okay.
So it's going well then.
What is?
Hogwarts Legacy
that.
is going Well, I don't know when we will complete it. I don't know who's going to complete it first.
It'll be you because you can't bear. Oh, that's what I've noticed about Reese. I think that as much as he plays it cool, he cannot bear if I'm in front of him.
No, I can't.
No.
Absolutely
It's
can't.
unreal. Like, I think all I did was, like, open a door, and he was like, oh, I've not opened that door yet. I've not been there yet. I've not seen that yet. Like, right?
Yeah, but I'm also better in
And
combat
then-
than you are, so I
No,
get through stuff a lot
no.
quicker.
Oh, you're an arsehole.
What? Why? That's true.
You're supposed to struggle a bit. You're supposed to play it.
Of course
You're
you
supposed
are.
to use Wigan Welds and shit, man. All
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but not all of
No,
them.
but I don't like being watched. I don't like being watched.
What
And
do you
said-
mean?
Look, think about it. You
I
went
was
to
sitting
brush
on
your
the Steam
teeth.
Duck.
You
Steam Duck.
went. No, you're going. Just move. Just dodge. Look at the floor.
Oh,
just roll.
no, I
just
was-
do that.
no,
oh, what are
no,
you doing? You've got no,
no.
spatial awareness.
No,
oh,
yeah,
right.
and that is
Bit,
true.
That
That
right.
was true.
So tell me why, when you walked away to spit toothpaste all over the bathroom floor,
I've cleaned that up, by the way.
what today?
Yes. If you
Oh.
go in that bathroom, you'll notice that the floor
Did
was
you clean
clean.
it up with your sock?
No,
What did you clean it up with?
with a tissue and some spray.
Hmm.
Yes.
Character
Weren't
development.
expecting that,
Very
was
good.
you? Yes.
No, I wasn't. 'cause
Yes.
It's been there
Well,
for
it's,
ages.
well, it's cleared.
Yeah, good.
I was sitting
Um,
down having a fat shit, and then I, I noticed it on the floor. I went,
Why have
"How?"
you started pooing in there?
Because I was up there.
It's smelly.
Well, it won't be any more. It was
What?
ages ago.
Oh, right. No, yeah, God, no, it's fine.
What was that? Oh, your combat
Yeah,
skills.
you walked away, and I did it in seconds because I knew you weren't watching me.
Because
I've always had a
because you
thing.
listened to
Because-
what I told you
no,
to do.
No,
Yes.
no,
Listen, look.
no, because it's like when I'm driving, having you sat there going,
Yeah, but I don't
No,
even
he went
say
like this.
anything.
no, you don't need to because you're breathing.
But
me.
how? What do you mean? I'm not
Because
even paying
I
attention.
I do something, you go,
She drove into the house.
wait, let me play the audio.
She drove into the house.
Yeah, because
trying
you
to
have
trying to
been
show off.
goading me all morning to reverse park, and I said I don't like it, I'm not comfortable, and then here we are. Everybody listen.
Oh, that's horrible. Pull that away.
Right, you spoke over it.
Was that
Wasn't,
a-
I'm listening to it as well. It wasn't horrible. You tell me. Oh,
It
we're
must
going-
be my
everybody,
it must be my
it's you.
headphones.
So this is exactly when you have a pop at me
Very loud.
for hearing stuff. Turn your headphones down, then, love.
I can't. There's no fucking bit. I have to fiddle with
Boo
them.
hoo. Right, we'll hear the impact then.
Go on then.
Turn it on. Tell you been. Oh, hang on. There it was. Oh.
That's the sound of the bumper hitting a step.
Yeah, I scuffed her. Never mind. And then Lou did that one, didn't she? Anyway, but nevertheless, we're getting far off.
No, but back
topic
to
here.
it.
Oh,
All it was is that I was sitting there quietly because I know
Backseat
No,
driving.
because I know you don't like being watched, and all I did, I was sitting on my Steam Deck, so I was preoccupied doing something else
Right,
anyway.
No.
And then what happened was I saw you somewhat struggling because you kept being fucking hit, and you were obviously
you were staring at me.
not paying attention to the mechanics on the floor, and you can't go because you were
Mr.
being hit
Speaker,
because you were being
Mr.
hit.
Speaker.
No, you was being hit by them every time, and
Oh
I
my
could see
God.
you getting more and more frustrated by it. And I wasn't going to
Bruv.
say anything. I wanted to let you do it yourself.
No, you weren't.
But you kept
were.
no, you kept
You-
being attacked, and all I did was go move back, and then you saw the ring, and then sure enough, after that, you didn't get fucking hit by it anymore.
No, yes I did. Yes I did, because you said that at the start and I died another like 7 more times actually. I was very tired.
Yes, but you
And-
weren't paying
right,
attention to
but
mechanics.
Tell me how you go away and I did it.
Because I told you how to all the
No.
mechanics.
Oh my God, man. I could not know what they are. I know that the little
You
bubbles
didn't.
on the floor.
You didn't, because even when he
What's the time?
don't worry about that.
What's the time?
1:30.
Right. How long? No, I mean the timer. How long we've been going for?
34.
Right, okay.
Why? No, look, don't get wound up by
I'm not
it.
getting wound up
This
by
is a
it. You're
discussion
getting wound
about.
up
I'm not
by
getting
it.
wound up at all.
Right,
All I'm saying is that I feel
No, you said.
I just pay attention to the mechanics.
I didn't pay attention to the
more.
mechanics. I want to put that on a t-shirt.
But
Uh-huh.
I have.
Put it on a plaque.
but
Hang it
I'm-
above your desk.
but
Yeah. I'm Reese Langdon. I pay attention to the mechanics.
I'm also used to it because of World of Warcraft because it's so
Oh
imperative.
my God! WoW isn't the only game in the world, love. All
No,
right?
but it
other
has.
people, other games have mechanics. How basic is fucking dodge?
So why couldn't you do it then?
Because you were watching me. And it's supposed to be hard. I'm sorry. Did you sit there on Elden Ring, dying for the millionth time, going, "Oh, this is no"? That's the whole point of the game. No. That's the point of the game. You're supposed to.
Elden Ring is a different kettle of fish,
we're
and you
upsetting
know
the dog.
it.
We're upsetting the dog.
Well,
right.
that's because you're shouting at me.
You're shouting at me also. Now, look, we're exposing ourselves here.
Take that back though, because Elden Ring is nothing like fucking Hogwarts Legacy.
No, I'm not
Elden
saying
Ring
that
is
it
hardcore.
is. What I'm saying is, if Elden Ring, right, you didn't even die once because you were just bashing the shit out of every single enemy, polishing them off like it was nothing, it wouldn't have the draw for you that it did. You are supposed to face a challenge. You are supposed to die and then learn from what you did wrong.
Agreed.
That is how it is supposed to work.
But you did get fucked up by them spiders.
I don't. Why? I don't understand why you're trying to make out like that's like, ooh, I'm better than you at the mechanics, mate. Oh, look, you said it on tape. You started this
understand why.
Conversation
I don't understand
by
why
going,
you're putting.
Yeah, but I'm better at combat than you.
I don't get why you're putting the blame on me because I'm sitting behind you.
Because you were staring. It's like backseat driving.
But you watch me when I play. So I can't do the same thing?
No, you don't care. You don't normally care when I play. And then all of a sudden you're up in my grill, you're giving me tips.
Of course I care when you play, because it's interesting.
You don't normally watch me play.
I've spent every time you play Hogwarts Legacy, I'm sitting on the fucking bed. What do you think I'm doing?
No, you're playing WoW and stuff.
For
or
one
Steam
day
Deck.
I play. Yeah, exactly, but you can look up. Look, we'll crack on with it, and then we'll see where we're standing. Then if multiplayer ever becomes a thing, I'll make sure I kick your ass on that as well.
What do you mean as well? What have you ever kicked my ass on?
Lots of things.
Like?
I can't name it. Mario Kart.
Oh wow! No, did you see the thing about Mario Kart? They call it rubber banding, right?
Yeah, rubber banding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, that's why you're cracking when you're on your own. But then if you're whoever's the better player,
yeah,
and this sounds really stupid to say whoever the better player is will win, but basically what happens is the reason why a lot of the time someone's first and the other person's like 12th is all of the NPCs will increase their speed to challenge the player in the front.
It's great, isn't it?
But they leave behind anybody else.
Yeah.
So because otherwise you just have an easy race.
Yeah.
And then some people say, no, they fixed it on the Switch. And then someone else, this fella who was saying it was like, no, because here's me and my wife.
So is it actually an implemented thing by Nintendo, or is it a bug?
I think so. No, it's a thing, apparently, that was certainly prevalent in the first games, which is why I've never won a single fucking game of Mario Kart.
Because a lot of racing games do the rubber banding type thing, like a catch-up system.
But then, should it not be...
You should be able to turn it off.
Well, no, or rather just inclusive of the other players too. Have maybe do if there's 8 NPCs, have 3 that will keep up with you, 3 that will keep up with them, 3 that will keep up with that person.
Well, the idea of it, so like GTA, I know old, but GTA 5 on the racing missions on that, there's something called catch-up mode, and basically when whoever's in first place, everyone behind them is faster than them. Or not, or just as fast. Has a little speed boost to basically get them within range to where they could actually try and take first position.
Yeah,
that's more fair. But you can also turn it off if you want to.
Obviously, what Mario Kart does is when you get the bullet.
Yeah.
And it's just insane.
Yeah, you just press
You'll
the button.
never get that in first place.
No, yeah, of course you wouldn't.
They break it down.
Yeah,
and
you never get the
boost.
Obviously, you never get the blue shell, but you very rarely get red shells and anything like that. When you get all the shit stuff when you're in front, like bananas. Yeah. But that makes sense though because you're in front.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah. Green shells and stuff like that.
It's kind of like tax in a way, isn't it?
You get taxed, yeah. The better you're doing, the more they're gonna fucking take away from you.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
Well, let's say video games don't prepare you for life. There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, that was episode 35.
Yeah.
Shall we talk a little bit about Steam Deck for a little bit? So I've had a chance to play more of it, and I've had a hell of a lot more chance to play with it outside of the comforts of home, which for me, I know obviously you're very used to it, and a lot of other people that have a handheld console are. The ability to whip a console out while you're at work on some downtime, whatever, everyone's sitting around on their phone, bored as fuck, and you can pull that out and play Shadow of War or Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh no, don't go. Sorry.
I find that it's so crazy. It's very odd, especially to play something like Shadow of War. It's just a very fun game to be able to just crack out whenever you want. Very interesting. So I've been doing that.
It's a meaty game, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been doing that a lot of work. And I think with the amount of hours I've been able to sink into the Steam Deck, I've discovered a lot of pros and a few cons to having a Steam Deck that I feel like anyone who's listening to this, if you were ever thinking about getting a Steam Deck or something like that, I can give you the hands-on fucking review. I still think it's an absolutely fantastic console. I'm definitely playing the Steam Deck more than my laptop, 100%. So like when the Steam Deck first turned up, I went over a week without playing anything on it, including World of Warcraft, which I know doesn't sound like a great deal, but when you're used to playing it like fucking 8 hours a day, it's a big one. Obviously the storage is an issue, but that's fixed by fucking money, and has been fixed a little bit by me in terms of buying an SD card. The loading times from an SD card to the console itself, it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad.
Is it like one of those ones where because you've not seen what it could be, it kind of feels acceptable?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's kind of like if you're used to if you've only ever played in 30 frames per second, you're not going to whinge that you can't play in 60 because you don't know what 60's like. So I'm sure if I had a faster SSD, then it might be different. But for now, like it really isn't an issue. The ability to just throw it in standby, like mid game, and then just like pick it back up a couple of hours later and it being exactly the same spot, I find that crazy. And obviously I know every console can do that now, but to just have it in your hands, I just find it is cool.
You're like an alien a little bit.
What?
Just the concept of being able to just either like shut the lid like on a DS or whatever, or just press the button. It's like a phenomenon to you, which is cute.
I find it so weird.
I
find it so strange. One thing that I will make a note of is playing it outside without an anti-glare screen.
Really?
Is quite. It's not hard, but you obviously really notice like your fingerprints and shit like that. Obviously, all the games that I'm playing, you don't have to use the touchscreen, but for UI purposes and HUD and all that, I do use the touchscreen. Luckily, I got microfiber in the van and shit like that, so I can clean it if I want to. But specifically, like the first time I pulled it out when we was actually out on site, and there was no shade or anything like that, I let Mark have a go on it, and you couldn't really see all too well.
I tell you what, though, and whilst
Sorry.
it's like ultimately unavoidable, obviously the screen protector that you've put on it will be having an effect. It's not quite a true.
Yeah, but you can get an anti-glare screen protector.
Maybe that's on the cards then.
For me, not that much of an issue.
Oh.
If I'm perfectly honest, just if I face away from the sun, it's no different to how you have your phone, and you can just wham the brightness up. But that ties in quite well with what I was going to say next, in that battery life. The battery on the Steam Deck is fucking awful. There's no questions about it. The battery on it is shocking. So your average apparently is 2 to 8 hours, which is a massive fucking gap. It isn't. So especially playing something like Hi-Fi Rush, Shadow of War, they default settings, they will all run on 60 frames per second, even on like high heavy fights and things like that. It will stay at a solid 60 frames. Graphics wise, it normally runs on like low to medium graphics, which if you're on the big screen wouldn't look that good, but because you're on a small screen, it looks decent. Especially the cutscenes in Shadow of War look really fucking good.
They do. I was looking really over your shoulder. I was watching.
Even in Hi-Fi Rush, it all looks decent. So it's not
definitely.
So it's not an issue, and that's coming from a graphics whore. For me, I don't give a fuck. It looks good. So sweet. Same with Days Gone. It looks good. But the battery gets eaten. Fuck me. Sorry, I can't stop touching my penis. I've gotten used to it now. I keep fiddling around. I'll tell you what it is. It's because I'm
Do
wearing
you do it when Ash is sat there?
all the time. It's
Probably.
because I'm wearing these boxers. They for some reason they keep riding up. So I spend loads of time doing that and then like sorting my junk out.
That's not what you were doing though. You're playing with the end of your knot.
Playing with my foreskin there.
God's sake.
If you're listening, if you're listening to this for the last 10 minutes, I've just been squeezing my foreskin.
It's Reese. Oh, no one wants to know.
Not under my trousers though, so that makes it a little bit better.
Over trowel.
It's because I need like a fidget.
Yeah, you do. That's not
I need
your willy.
I need a thing like I need a fidget spinner. My birthday's coming up. I have a fidget spinner. Yeah, the battery's shit.
Yeah.
It's just shit. So it.
Well, and the whole.
It
needs a hell of a charger.
So to combat, I tried to charge it in the van. The van is not powerful enough, or the charger itself is not powerful enough to charge the Steam Deck. So I thought, oh, all right, I'll get a power bank instead. Did a little bit of research, nothing crazy. Found one on Amazon which was designed for the Steam Deck, and it had a clip on it where you could clip the battery in the back. Blah blah blah. It had a magnet. Turns out that magnet actually stops the fans from rotating. Not really something you want on a console. So decided to not get that one. Steph then found me a power bank that wasn't going to cost me a fucking arm and a leg. So bought that. And go on, what was you going to say?
Well, I was going to say it was like based on the fact that I've had a couple of different power banks with the Switch, and it's never ever been an issue.
Yeah, well this
yeah.
No,
well that I was kind of going off of like the MAH and how powerful, like how many recharges you get for the whole thing, and
yeah. Well, this power bank, it
things did not go.
Yeah,
to
basically,
plan.
it weren't powerful enough. It was not powerful enough to power.
It wasn't
the Steam
the
Deck.
output wasn't high enough.
It was the power bank was putting out 5 volts, which is quite standard. Wasn't beefy enough to charge the Steam Deck. When you plugged it in, it came up with a warning saying that it may actually, in fact, the even in standby mode, the Steam Deck may drain quicker than it's being charged. So I put this to the test, and when we was driving to work with Mark, I turned the Steam Deck off. Wasn't in standby. I turned it fully off.
Oh, really?
Put it on charge to the power bank, and after an hour, it had charged 4%.
And how much did that taking the power bank down for?
About 20.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, it was bad. So returned that and did a little bit more research, and basically found out that the Steam Deck will charge on 9 volts and 5 volts, but very, very, very slowly. The optimum is 45. So from the wall charger to the Steam Deck is 45 volts. And we found out that if you wanted to play the Steam Deck and charge it, you need at least 15 volts to do that. So we then went and found a power bank. I found an article which was 4 power banks suggested for the Steam Deck. Found the cheapest one. It was like, I think it was like 50 quid.
It was nearly 60, wasn't it?
I think it was 53 quid.
Oh, right.
And on Amazon, and looked at the reviews and just typed in Steam Deck, and sure enough, the first one that come up was, is this powerful enough to charge a Steam Deck? And the answer was like, yes, I've bought this. I've bought this specifically for the Steam Deck. And the next question was, will this charge whilst playing? And the person said yes, and I have tested it, and it does. It does continue to charge while you're playing. And that power bank, it does have a button on the side. You can press it, and it tells you the voltage and the amps and all that shit.
Oh,
and while it's charging from the USB-C, it's charging 15 volts, which is what you want. So the fact that I've now got that means that when I'm out and about and I want to play the Steam Deck, I can. So
I'll be interested to see how many charges you get out of the one.
I don't think it's going to be a lot. I don't think so. Obviously, the power bank itself hasn't optimized. It hasn't woken up yet.
That's true.
So I put it on charge while you was out, and I did. I think it was like from 50-something% up to 100, and it took. I think the power bank is at like 63%.
Okay,
something
it's
like
more
that.
Than half, though.
So it's not bad.
Because I'm wondering, is it sort of extent where, obviously for work it will be pretty much okay because it will probably be enough for the time that you play while at work. But I'm trying to think, like, so say if you were on a long haul flight, you've got 8 hours, and obviously no one's going to sit there for 8 hours solid. Like, you're going to have a bit of food or watch a film or whatever. But is it going to be the case that, so say you want to play it for 3 hours, which is reasonable, like, would you get that from that? I think probably. But then it's whether you play those first 3 hours, have a bit of grub, watch a bit of a film, and then you're like, I want to pick it up again.
So I think I can get solidly about an hour and a half, possibly 2 hours at a push, depending on the game that I'm playing out of the Steam Deck on its own, which really isn't. It's not great, but
it's awful.
It's the problem is that the games that are on the Steam Deck are not optimized for handheld.
No, exactly. That's exactly what we were saying. They're optimized for.
Yeah, they aren't designed
something that you just plug in.
They aren't designed for handheld. Is it dinner?
Yeah.
So you're working with something that is always going to be draining the battery, but the fact that you have a power bank that comes with it, I reckon once the battery is fully settled in and all that shit, I reckon I'll probably get 2 charges out of it from
which
one.
Is decent.
Yeah, massively.
Certainly for what you need it for, what you're wanting from that's pretty class.
And like we said before, with the battery protection on the Steam Deck, you can play it plugged in and leave it plugged in.
Yeah.
So if I'm at home, I can just plug the fucker in.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course, yeah.
So yeah, I think if you're thinking about getting a Steam Deck, don't think of it like a Switch in terms of you'll be able to sit there for hours and play it like a Switch. You won't. The battery on it is awful. You can fiddle around with the settings and things like that, but you're talking like half an hour extra is what you'll get, and really, it's not massively worth it to lose a lot of the performance side of it for the sake of half an hour. Fuck it, just lose the half hour, just charge it again.
Yeah, and I wonder. I mean, for someone like me, if I had one, what I kind of found with the Switch, rightly or wrongly, I know this won't be everyone's experience by a long shot, but I think some people would agree with me. When the Switch was announced and all this different, you'd be like, wow, so amazing. And then actually what I found was, Charlotte, so my sister's got a Switch Lite and she will play it on the train. She'll sit and play it on the train.
Yeah.
But whilst I would take my Switch with me, not all the time, because like I said, I ended up at one point, I had a camera, a Mac, a thing like that. You're like, I feel like
too expensive.
Thief fodder.
Yeah.
Like, rob me, you'll have like, it's fine.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. So it did make me quite nervous. But what I found with the Switch is, my particular journey at that time, I would have to change the train. So I'd have like 25 minutes on the first train, and then it was walk 5 minutes to a 5-minute train, and then walk another 5 minutes to a 10-minute train. So I wasn't actually getting it out on the journey. So by the time I was in a place where I was playing it, there'd be a wall charger anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So whilst I did do literally exactly what you've done, got it, loved it, playing it, next thing I need, portable charger.
Yeah, and I think the case with mine would be, I don't get that much time to play it either. You're talking like maybe an hour out of the day while I'm playing it.
So for you, I think that
I could
your
play
setup works quite all right.
I could play it and then in the downtime have it running off the power bank to charge it back up, and then when I whip it out again, it'll have a bit more charge, and that's
and then
it.
the next time you want to play it, you're home.
I still think they're fucking cool.
Definitely.
They're a really cool console.
And it worked. That's the thing. I think certainly for yourself, you've got the cons for you are minimal for the pros.
Yeah. I can 100% see all the reviews and stuff that I saw about it before I had the Steam Deck of people saying, I play this more than I do my PC now, blah blah blah, and I thought, how can you be doing that? But definitely can see it now, 100%. Yeah, because it's just fucking, it's good. We got dinner, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
We got dinner, so we're gonna cut it a little bit short there. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna have some dinner, and then we're going to come back and we're going to record the exclusive episode, which you can catch on our Patreon for £5 great British pounds a month.
And you do get to call yourself a member of the Jedi Club.
That is very true.
Very cool.
That is very true.
Earn that title.
That is patreon.com/what's the buttons. If you're not sure, our Instagram is at what's the buttons, I think, as well, and that has
I think, wasn't it at the What's the Buttons podcast?
Maybe. It has our link tree on our profile, so if there's anything you're not sure of where to find, our link tree's on on our Instagram, and that has everything on it.
Yeah, at What's the Buttons podcast.
Yeah, nice one. But yeah, it'll be exclusive episode number 10, another milestone, so that's exciting.
Oh,
so
nice.
So like I always say,
Very
you
nice.
subscribe to that, you get a minimum of half an hour exclusive at the end of every single episode that we record. So it's decent. It's decent. So you go and pay for that. We're going to fuck off and have some food. And then we'll be back on a different sound wave.
Yeah.
Sweet. Airwave, sound wave.
Well, whatever
Fuck
you
it.
like.
Right. This has been fantastic. You've been fantastic. We'll see you later. Hooroo.
Ooh,